Ever feel like something's watching you? Do you enjoy the sounds that make your skin crawl? Welcome, brave souls, to Haunted Echoes. Are you ready? Grab your headphones, dim the lights, and let's journey into the world of the paranormal, the unexplained, and the downright terrifying. It was a chilly October evening, and the moon hung low in the night sky, casting an eerie glow over the old abandoned house at the end of our street. My friends Sarah, Mark, and I had always been drawn to the paranormal, and with Halloween just around the corner, we decided it was the perfect time to test our courage. We had heard rumors about the house being haunted, but we were determined to uncover the truth. Little did we know that our curiosity would lead us down a path of terror we could never have imagined. The house was a decrepit Victorian mansion, hidden behind overgrown bushes and twisted, gnarled trees. Its windows were shattered, and the paint was peeling away like the decaying skin of some ancient beast. It had been abandoned for years, but the legends surrounding it never faded. People said that it was cursed, that strange things happened there, and that anyone who entered never returned the same. As we approached the house, the wind whispered through the trees, sending a shiver down my spine. Sarah clutched the dusty old Ouija board she had found in her grandmother's attic, and Mark carried a dimly lit lantern to guide our way. We had come prepared with candles, a planchette, and a sense of adventure that bordered on reckless. "I can't believe we're doing this," Sarah whispered, her voice trembling. I could see the fear in her eyes, but I knew she was as curious as the rest of us. "It's just a spooky old house," Mark said, trying to sound brave. "What's the worst that can happen?" Little did he know that the worst was about to become our reality. We entered the house cautiously, the creaking floorboards beneath our feet echoing through the desolate halls. The air inside was thick with the scent of decay and dampness, and a sense of unease settled over us like a heavy fog. We found a small, dusty room on the ground floor and set up our makeshift seance circle. As the candles flickered to life, we placed our fingers on the planchette. Sarah began to ask questions, her voice quivering with uncertainty. "Is there anyone here with us?" she asked, her eyes fixed on the Ouija board. For a moment, nothing happened. The room was silent except for the occasional howling of the wind outside. Just as I was about to dismiss the whole thing as a hoax, the planchette began to move. Slowly, it slid across the board, spelling out the word yes. We exchanged nervous glances but decided to continue. "Who are you?" Sarah asked, her voice barely more than a whisper. The planchette moved again, this time spelling out a name. "Isabel." "Isabel, are you a ghost?" Mark asked, his voice trembling. The planchette moved once more, spelling out, "Yes." We were in shock, but our curiosity pushed us forward. We asked Isabel more questions, learning that she had lived in the house over a century ago and had died there under mysterious circumstances. She claimed she was trapped and wanted our help to move on. As the session continued, the atmosphere in the room grew colder, and the candles flickered wildly. The planchette moved faster and more forcefully, spelling out chilling messages. Isabel told us she was not alone and that malevolent spirits roamed the house. We felt a growing sense of dread, but we couldn't tear ourselves away from the Ouija board. Then, without warning, the planchette spelled out, "Get out." A loud crash echoed from somewhere deep within the house, and the lantern Mark was holding went out, plunging us into complete darkness. Panic set in as we fumbled to find our way out of the room. Sarah screamed, and I could hear the sound of something moving in the shadows. We stumbled through the haunted house, tripping over debris and feeling a menacing presence closing in on us. The air grew heavier with each step, and it seemed as if the very walls were closing in on us. We couldn't find the exit, and fear began to consume us. Suddenly, we heard whispers all around us, faint, eerie voices that seemed to come from nowhere and everywhere at once. The voices grew louder and more sinister, taunting us with promises of doom and despair. In a state of sheer terror, we finally stumbled upon the front door and burst out of the house, gasping for breath. As we ran down the overgrown path, we could still hear the whispers echoing in our ears, but they faded as we put distance between us and the cursed mansion. We never spoke of that night again, but it haunted our dreams for years to come. The Ouija board had unleashed something malevolent, something that should never have been disturbed. It was a lesson in curiosity gone horribly wrong, a reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved. We never spoke of that night again, but it haunted our dreams for years to come. The Ouija board had unleashed something malevolent, something that should never have been disturbed. It was a lesson in curiosity gone horribly wrong, a reminder that some mysteries are best left unsolved. To this day, the old Victorian house stands as a silent sentinel at the end of our street, a chilling reminder of the darkness that lurks in the shadows. And I know deep down that Isabel and the malevolent spirits she warned us about still wait within, bidding their time for the next unsuspecting soul to enter their realm of eternal terror. I hope you liked tonight's creepy stories. If you enjoyed this video or if you want more, hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more weekly horror stories that'll send chills down your spine. Good night, if you dare.